Let me set the scene. You've spent all day traveling through the Santa Lucia mountain range. As the night falls, you take in the area's natural beauty one last time, only to realize that as you've been observing the landscape, you've been observed yourself by entities known as the Dark Watchers. The Dark Watchers are described as impossibly tall for a human being, seemingly made of shadow, non-corporeal entities who are usually spotted at night. Some eyewitnesses described them as carrying sticks or having hats, once again made of the same shadow that the creatures are made of. In all reports, where they were approached, the figures vanished before they could be reached. Stories of the Watchers go back to the oral traditions of the natives of the area, the Chumash, but they were later cited by Europeans who settled the land. The American poet Robinson Jeffers referenced them in one of his writings, published in 1937. He thought it might be one of the Watchers, who are often seen in the length of coast range. Forms that look human to human eyes, but certainly are not human. They come from behind ridges to watch. When he approached it, he recognized the shabby clothes and pale hair, and even the averted forehead and concave line from the eye to the jaw, so that he was not surprised when the figure turning towards him in the quiet twilight showed his own face. Then it melted and merged into the shadows beyond it. The very next year, the specters were mentioned in John Steinbeck's 1938 short story titled Flight. Pepe looked suspiciously back every minute or two, and his eyes sought the tops of the ridges ahead. Once, on a white barren spur, he saw a black figure for a moment, but he looked quickly away, for it was one of the Dark Watchers. No one knew who the Watchers were, nor where they lived, but it was better to ignore them and to never show interest in them. They did not bother one who stayed on the trail and minded his own business. Fascinatingly, Steinbeck's son Thomas claimed to have watched the Watchers and even published a book on the topic titled In Search of the Watchers. Then, in the mid-1960s, a local of the Monterey Peninsula and former principal of a nearby high school reported seeing the dark figure, only for it to vanish upon being called out to. While stories of shadow creatures are certainly bizarre, even for Journey to the Other Side, they have been reported from all over the world, often nicknamed Hatmen due to their resemblance to men wearing hats on their heads. Do you believe in the Dark Watchers? Let me know in the comment section below.